So you talked about rebalancing. What is rebalancing?
To keep it simple, rebalancing is basically the re-weighting of a portfolio. So let's take a look at the Bitwise index just as an example, the Bitwise 20. The Bitwise 20 has 20 cryptocurrencies, or constituents is what they're usually referred to in index, that are weighted by volume. And the number one coin in that, for instance, is Zcash, which has 12% of the total portfolio, followed by IOTA, which is about 12%, Cosmos, which is 12%, all the way down to coins like Zilliqa or Chainlink or Basic Attention Token that have 4 or 3 or 2% of the weight. So each coin has a weight: 12, 12, 10, 3, 2, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Rebalancing is what happens when those prices fluctuate, especially in cryptocurrency, when we can see upwards of 10 and 20% daily volatility, which is more than the S&P 500 will see over many times
Yeah.
several years, right?
Yeah.
If Zcash pumps like crazy, then because it's worth a lot more, your portfolio is no longer 12% Zcash. It's now 18% Zcash because the price went way up, right? The belief is, and if you understand like Sharpe ratio and things like that, which basically just is risk adjusted returns, it adjusts returns based on the risk. Your underlying perception of the value of Zcash hasn't changed. It still should make up 12% of your portfolio. It's just the price changed and now it's 18. So rebalancing is taking that 6% from 12 to 18, taking it off, so that way the portfolio value of your Zcash holdings is back to 12, and then taking that 6%, that profit that you made, and basically evenly distributing it across the rest of your portfolio. So that way those percentages, those weights don't change as the prices do. No one's really sure quite yet. There's just not really enough historical data as to what the best rebalance strategy is.
Yeah,
Daily,
I was going to ask you that.
hourly,
Yeah.
weekly,
Yeah.
monthly, yearly. There's some studies that we've done that one of my analysts did that basically suggested that, at least historically thus far in crypto, because of the immense volatility in 2017, the best rebalancing strategy was no rebalancing. The best rebalancing strategy was actually to just let it ride if you back test the data. But I've seen others that show rebalancing as frequently as on the hour has been an effective strategy. And so the jig is still up, or whatever they say, on whether or not what's the most effective rebalancing strategy. But I personally, when I just manually manage my portfolio, I'm usually looking at it monthly, and I'm usually scraping some profits and reinvesting those profits in other parts of my portfolio to average my prices, average my cost of those coins, and try to keep a
Yeah.
well-balanced portfolio.